This is our last day in Nova Scotia before we drive and roll out of town, and we've had a few things planned to do before we leave, and one of them is breakfast.
Yep.
And we're gonna go to Pure and Simple right here. It's one of our favorite places on Washmill Drive. We used to come here the last year or so. So we had to
really good actually.
Yeah,
really
we need to see more of these in BC. I don't think there's any in British Columbia, so. So we're going to take you guys along with us today on our last day in Halifax, meet some friends. We're going to do a special dinner. We've got a special ride this morning after breakfast.
Going on the Harbor Hopper.
Yeah, so we have lots of things that we want to take you guys along with us on our very last day. So come hitch a ride. Okay, so it's pretty noisy in here, but we really love this place. They've got lots of great options for things to drink. They also have an amazing menu of all sorts of beautiful breakfast-like sandwiches, waffles, French toast, your favorite. Nelson is omelets.
The Ray's Extravaganza.
Which is a what? Skillet?
Which is a skillet.
Yeah, that's what I love what they feature here, which is the Chicago style. Eggs Benedict, but I'm not getting that today. So there's so much stuff for kids, everybody, so highly recommend here. And do you already know what you're going to get?
Oh yeah, I'm getting Ray's Extravaganza.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
And I myself am going to get the big waffle that comes with all the fruit and like there's like English cream on top. It's just so good. As you guys can tell, I'm under the weather, so although anything fresh and cold and fruity, that's what I want right now. So I actually, as much as I want a mochaccino or whatever, I want something cold, water and something cold. So I haven't decided what I'm going to drink. This is their special today. It's a coconut iced latte. It's delicious. We just got our food. I'm going to turn you around and show you what Nelson got. Nelson, what did you get?
Oh yeah, I got Ray's Extravaganza skillet.
What is in it?
Oh, it's like there's like meat and potatoes and hollandaise and an egg and a whole bunch of other like good food stuff.
And it's like your favorite, isn't it?
It is. It's great.
Yes. And and I'll show you what I got. I can't remember the name of it. It's just a really big Belgian waffle with all the different kinds of fruits you can imagine, with an English cream drizzle around here. So
sweet cream.
Yeah, English sweet cream. So we're gonna eat now. Runny.
Feel the gooiness.
Oh, it's gonna be hot.
And the cheese.
Good. It's your last one.
2 thumbs up. It is.
It's your last one. Okay, so this is my Belgian waffle with all the different fruits and a sweet English cream on top. And thank you. And I get this probably every other time I come here. And it's probably the only way I'm going to eat blueberries, by the way. So let's get some of that sauce. Let's have a bite.
This is the way to start a trip.
Yes, and it's my last one as well. I'm like,
saying goodbye to Halifax.
I know, but I'm so looking forward to this. Nelson, we are staying at the Lord Nelson. So we're staying at the Lord Nelson here on our last week. Yeah, why wouldn't we, right? All right, so let's go. We're gonna head down to our next adventure. Of course, we would go by Lululemon on our last day, but we're not going in. Okay, so our next leg of the day is gonna be something that I kind of wanted to have done for the last 3 years that we've been here, but we have not. COVID for part of it, the reason we've been only here 3 years.
Yeah, it's called the Harbor Hopper. It's an amphibious, old, Korean War amphibious assault unit, and that's what it looks like. There you go, the Harbor Hopper.
Is she big?
Yeah.
Well, we made it here like 15 minutes early, and we made it here kind of on time.
Yeah, just as we got here, they started loading.
And we're sitting right at the top. Probably the best seats, I think. You can see everything over everybody's heads. So, yay.
Halifax Harbor Hopper Tour will have you travel on both land and sea aboard a renovated amphibious Vietnam War vehicle. Although unconventional, this method of transportation will give you an overview of some of Halifax's key landmarks such as St. Paul's Cathedral, Citadel Hill, Halifax Public Gardens. The best part though, in my opinion, is the anticipated splash into Halifax Harbor for a panoramic view of the waterfront.
go! I'm so excited about this. We're about to go in the water. I've been wanting to do this for a few years. I can't wait. We're literally lining up right now to get in the water. Ooh, and it's a hot day today, so I'm looking forward to it.
This is the perfect day to do this.
It is.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we still have the best seats. I believe so.
Come on, folks, so hold on tight.
Hold on. That was so much fun!
Welcome to Halifax, ladies and gentlemen! I hope you're not going to too wet.
So we're just off the Harbor Hopper.
Cool
And
trip. Cool
it
trip.
was fun, and I think my favorite part was just solely booking it for the water.
Oh yeah, when they come in and they hit the water, it's a huge spray.
Yeah, it was super fun. Lots of information. We've lived here for 3 years. I know that's not long, but we do know a lot of Canadian history, and there's stuff there that we had no idea about. So even if you're local to the Atlantic region, I highly suggest you try the Harbor Hopper. They're really great, lots of information, and they're full of jokes. I think everybody had a blast.
Oh yeah, it was a good time and perfect weather for it.
Oh my God, it's really hot.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now they're looking up. I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough, but now there's sun.
Okay, so since we kind of gave you a teaser that we're in the Peggy's Cove area, where might you think we might eat our last meal here in Nova Scotia before we move away?
It's a tough question.
I don't know. If you know, put it in the comments down below because, I don't know, maybe we won't bring you in. I don't know. Come on. You know already, right? You don't need to see it all. No, you don't need to see it. No. We're coming to none other than Tom's Lobster Shack. They did our wedding reception food. Tom is an amazing chef. So great that, in fact, he was featured on a TV show on the Food Network. And yeah, and he's done so well. And it's so busy right now here. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's way more people down here than we've ever seen.
And it's like almost 5 o'clock p.m. our time, which normally at this point people are kind of filing out. No, parking lots are pretty full. It is the middle of July after all, and a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Our last supper.
Mm-hmm.
Not ever.
Not ever. No.
But just our last supper here in Nova Scotia. So we wanted to bring you guys with us. So what we've asked Tom to do is he's doing a special dinner for us. Thank you, Tom. He's doing an appetizer for us. Of course, we're having a lobster roll.
Gotta have a lot.
Have to.
No, have to.
and then a little dessert. So we have no idea what the tail ends or either ends of the lobster roll will be. So it's going to be a surprise. And Monty's coming too. I just don't have enough hands. All right. So like we said, we got one last stop. And that is Tom's Lobster Shack. Right
here.
There.
Right there.
Tom's Lobster Shack was featured on the Food Network on the Big Food Bucket List, Season 4, Episode 11, and you might just see some familiar faces on that TV show as well.
Okay. So we were just delivered by Tom personally
Yeah.
an amazing bowl of chowder, and
Yeah.
look at the chowder. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Chowder.
That is yummy. Oh my gosh. I am so excited.
Tom, he knows his art.
Yes.
Ooh, it's smoky. Yeah, probably smoked salmon in there. Oh, there's definitely some smoked salmon.
We're always doing
Mmm.
He's drunk on chowder already.
Mmm.
Oh my gosh. Like, look at how much meat is in there. That is amazing.
Oh yeah, that's man.
That's
like
really
Michelin
good.
1-star. That's what this is. This is not,
No, Tom makes things that are better than most restaurants. Like big restaurants, and he's out of a tiny little shack, so.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. I have a little bit of scallop and like whitefish. Oh my gosh, carrots, lobster. Num num num. I'm gonna go
Look at
lobster
that.
too. All right, let's go. Ooh. Probably the best chowder I've had. We had chowder. I think this is the same chowder he made for us months ago, and he doesn't serve it often. So when he does, like, we will order it. So I'm so happy he chose this tonight as our first course. So thank you, Tom. This is delicious. I'm gonna scallop now.
Oh, look at this.
Look at all of it.
That's some meat.
So Tom and his mom, hi Mom, they just dropped us off 2 amazing plates and dishes. So we have our classic lobster roll, which is our favorite, and there's to be a nice green salad with a very light dressing, which is perfect, and they're chips. So I know this is gonna be good. And the bun is like garlic butter, and it's super good. We've been here gazillions of times, you guys know this, but we wanted to have this lobster roll be the last dinner that we would have here in in Nova Scotia, actually. When you come to Nova Scotia, you gotta come to Peggy's Cove and you gotta have a lobster roll. It gets messy, so excuse me.
And a lobster roll at Tom's Lobster Shack.
Oh, really good.
It can be a bit messy, but the seagulls will thank you for it.
Yes, I am loving it. This is so good, you guys. And rich and creamy. So good. Highly recommended. And over here, you guys, is where we had our wedding reception with all the food from Tom's Lobster Shack. And they had strings lit across from building to building. They had nice benches for us to sit at. We only were allowed 12 guests at our wedding, an outdoor wedding ceremony. And it was a cold August 11th, 2020. But they made the best reception, including some of our friends who are professional, they're lobster fishermen. They said it was the best lobster roll they've had in ever, like ever. That is the dory right there. And we were sitting on the edge and we had our photos taken there. Yay!
It's a little worse for wear now, but I don't think it was going to sea anymore anyway.
No, I don't think it was in use anymore. Okay, so we found the little red barn that we had a bunch of our photos taken at our wedding. We stood in front of this door and took pictures at our pudding.
It was
Yeah.
a very weathered and
Yes.
very East Coast kind of moody kind of picture. It's very cool.
Yeah. So. Monty, do you think this is a dragon? It's not a dragon. It's a seagull. You need to get off the seagull. Okay. Yes. Again, another stop that we're going to make right before we leave, again, is the Swiss Air Flight 111, the site where the plane crashed.
Not the specific spot, because it crashed out in the bay off Peggy's Cove here. But they have a memorial for it right here, and everybody on board died. But it was a huge rescue effort trying to get everybody out there, and we're going to go see that now.
On September 2nd, 1998, Swiss Air Flight 111 crashed into the Atlantic Ocean southwest of Halifax Stanfield International Airport at the entrance to St. Margaret's Bay. All 229 people on board perished. The crash site was 8 kilometers or 5 miles from the shore, not far from Peggy's Cove in the South Shore region. A short walking trail leads to a monument in memory of the people who lost their lives and can be found at the Swiss Air Memorial Site. On our next episode, Nelson, Monty, and I will start off our 18-day road trip, leaving Nova Scotia and headed for the U.S. border. We drive over 700 miles, going through 2 provinces, a border, and 4 states. While in Maine, we checked out the home of Stephen King, then headed for Kennebunkport, home of the famous Clam Shack, where we indulged in a very expensive lobster sandwich. Come hitch a ride with us.